Hi guys, part 7?
Seven.
Part 7 out of 8 probably. I'm going to say the pate spice, nothing wrong with that. Once again, it's kind of hard to make a small amount of anything here. In class, it is very hard. Small amount of chicken stock or a small amount of anything. Galentine's cooking quite well. That. So here. If you focus down onto the galantine, if you notice, see how the stock is slowly moving around? That's a perfect way of cooking it. Roll it over so it looks nice and round. Here's a little tight here. You can see how it's cut into that, but that's fine. That's, once again, and you can't really see, but see it's blown up a bit, right?
Yep.
You see how it's gotten thicker? So as it cools, it's going to soak up a lot of this cool meal back. So it's very important. This is just about done. I'm going to let it go a little longer just to make sure, and then I'm going to cool it in the refrigerator in the stock. So basically what I'm going to be doing is just taking this and putting it into the refrigerator, letting it cool there naturally, slowly, and it'll soak back a lot of the juice to make it a little more juicier. So that's done. I'm just going to do another chicken. I'm going to clean another chicken just so you guys. That's really the hardest part. We were talking over our pizza lunch. Nice pizza. Actually, good pizza. I enjoyed that. It was very nice. I haven't had pizza in a long time. So, the most difficult part is cleaning the bird. The knowing step by step of what to do, when to puree, when to add things like that. It's not really complicated per se, but it is a lot of different little steps. And it has to be done correctly at the right time. If you notice too, I just keep everything on ice. You know, I keep everything cold. You have to do that. Any kind of sausage making, charcuterie is a term. Maybe okay. Let me look at a file for you. Maybe I'll send you a file on my charcuterie. Charcuterie is the art of making sausages, ham, bacon, preserving meats, salamis. And this is charcuterie too, so sausage making. That's really nice. Look at that. That's a real nice movement. Really gentle movement of the stock. Really good for cooking. Okay, back again. I like it. When things go right, it makes me happy. Once again, in class, you guys are going to be doing that. You're going to get a bird like this, and you're going to turn it into a galantine. Step 1, take off the winglets. Now, once again, you can see where you can't really see. You got to kind of feel where to separate them. And chickens just fall apart very easily. They really do. Now, what's important on this one is that we don't cut the skin, right? Which reminds me, I should have sharpened my little knife. And that's so sharp. I turned off the galantine now. The flame's off. It's going to just sit there. It's slowly cool before I put it in the refrigerator. Cut off the butt. And the neck. So this is what you basically end up with. We're going to cut along the backbone. The hard part is getting it started. It really sticks here. Now the end parts, this is an end part, it's not as important as the center part. So once again, we're making basically a chicken sausage. Look at that. Got a feather. Try to get your fingers in there. Fingers are much safer than knives. A little closer to you guys. All right, you see, so I got a little problem here. So you don't want to cut this way. You want to cut this way, not this way. Because if you cut the skin here, you cut this, it doesn't matter. And since we're doing a galantine with this, it doesn't matter what we do to the meat at all. We're going to grind it anyway. Up here, you can see it's held there. There's no hurry on this. There's no way you could do this fast. All right, see, I just gently here, cut off that way. Coming around the leg. Generally, I remove the wing part first. Doesn't matter, really. You grab a hold of that, you can see where it is. You learn a lot about bodies when you do this, that's for sure. They're not much different than we are. If you leave a little extra meat on the skin, that's okay. So again, that's not important. Take my fingers. You can work a lot of this, especially the breast area here, very easy to work with your finger. So I got it at this point. You can take your thumb, push it this way, and you might get lucky. You can tear it that way too, so just be careful. The best is just slightly touch it with a knife. Find out where it's holding. See that part right there? You can see it's stretched white. Right off. Okay. Let's do both wings first. That might be easier, so I'm going to move this away a bit. It might be easier to do the wings first. Comes off the legs easy. Yeah. Get into the wing. The back, it sticks really well. It's very hard on the back. Not quite through yet. There we go. Take a hold of it and get my finger through there. Then you pull it apart. The back. So the back is always the hardest. And it's not the most important either. This is the top, what we roll with. So it's really not that important. Right out to the end. Good point now. You can see what it's holding there. Getting off the legs. Just pull it. And then I'm not yanking, I'm just like, you put tension and you slowly pull it off. If you yank it, you'll rip it. Yanking means like to pull hard. You don't want to do that, you just want to let it kind of just pull itself off. Let the weight hold it down a bit. I say, it's okay to cut it to the meat. You don't want to cut it to the skin part. So you leave a little meat there, but it's not going to make a difference, really. You're going to take off the extra fat. Nobody likes the fat. So. Again, grab it. Tight there. See here, it's holding. The leg parts aren't that important either. It's really the breast. Pull the leg off. There we go. Separate. Pretty ugly, huh? Without its skin, hey, that's a butcher job. There you go. Let's check the skin. Okay. This one's actually a little better than the first one. The other one seemed more V'd. This seems pretty good like that. Once again, I was saying this is the back part. That doesn't really matter that much if it gets rough or ragged. You're gonna roll it up anyway. Yeah, this one's a much better skin. That's interesting. I don't know why. Look at that, it's perfectly square. This other one V'd down a lot. Why? Who knows? I didn't cut it. That's why I looked at it. I looked at it like, that seems weird, because if it's cut, you can see it. So, once again, right, you can roll that. I'm not going to go through the whole thing and take off the meat. I think you guys know already. I'll just cut it down into usable portions. Yeah, this is funny. I almost pulled off the leg meat, pulling off the skin. Cut the casum down. This one I usually use a big knife where you can slice up, slice down, peel back, holding it tender and all, and just slicing it 1, 2, 3, and then 4 right through. I'm going to take off the bone. Don't need the bone. It's a nice dark casum there. Nice. Once again, up, down, peel it out. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna leave the bone off. Come on, 3. Separating the legs too, it's another thing. You can see right there where it goes. It takes, I guess it just takes practice. On the face, let's go. Now you can do, to help this is going to have to cool overnight. So I'm going to have to come in tomorrow and film the rest of it. This ice is not clean enough for this, but you have good clean ice and you throw this in here. It helps it cool it faster. Our refrigerators, these are very good refrigerators, but they're empty. So you can put something hot in there and it cools really fast. If you have a restaurant refrigerator, you open and closing, this would make it too hot in there. So usually you throw some ice in there to help cool it down. Like I said, we don't have that problem here. Now carrying something like this, if you pick it up like this, do we have a hotel pan somewhere? Your other big pan? No? Okay. No, never mind. That's okay. Right? You pick up something like this, especially large pan. If you pick it up this way, the best way to pick up any of these pans is by the corners. You have a better control over it. You hold it by the sides like this. Because this could burn you. You have it like this, you have less control. Especially the long pans. I was looking for the longer pans. So hold by the corners. And that's it. That's a wrap. Okay guys, this is part 7. Right, the end of 7. This is going to go in the refrigerator overnight. Tomorrow morning we'll come in and reveal the beautiful chicken galantine. Thank you very much and have a good night.